going on T20? I hope you're all super well. Welcome to Match Analysis, the sort of episode of the series where I take you guys through my game, some video footage that you haven't seen yet. This is pretty much unedited and we go through it, see what I need to improve on, see what I did well, why I did certain things. Because I think a lot of the times I show the match footage and people say, why were you in this position? You're a center midfielder, you shouldn't be out wide. This is where I explain why I did certain things. So let's get right into it. I don't want to take your guys' time for too long, but hopefully you can learn something from this. You play and stop. Alright, so we have 6 minutes 50 game footage. Let's get right into it. I'm this guy right here, blonde hair, you can see me just there. You guys should know who I am by now. So, let's start off with this play. Ball goes in there, I'm gonna let it play, and then if I feel like I wanna talk about it, I will. So, let's go back. That clip goes on a little bit longer, but I wanna show you guys this. So, look at my position. I'm out here and I'm coming back in because at this point right there, you can see the balls are 50-50. Yeah, you don't know whose way it's going to go. So I'm drifting in thinking, okay, let's go worst case scenario. They win the ball. I don't want this guy to get it because if he gets it, they can do a switch, whatever. So I drift in. As soon as I see, you watch, as soon as I see, okay, they missed the header, what's going to happen? Bang, you see me stop because I look and I go, the closest man to the ball is our player. And then as soon as I see that, bang, check the shoulder. So he has the ball, I check my shoulder and look at all this space that I now have. I'm creating a gap between this player and myself as soon as I see that. So that's all it comes down to, reactions. So you can see I quickly move away into the space and then pick up the ball, creating a 2v1 over on this side. Now, yes, I think I played the right ball. Maybe I should have played it on this side of him, but it looked to me like he was running inside to then pick it up there. Could I have dribbled a little bit? Yes. I reckon if I took my touch that way, sort of, I would have cut this guy off, meaning he would have had to either foul me or I'd take him out of the game. And now I'm looking at a situation where I'm on the edge of the box with the ball about here. This guy's got to come in and then I can play the ball on the outside. So that's something I could have looked at as well. But as it turns out, I play the ball. Now I will say this ball was very flat. That was my first touch and everyone complained about it. It was not a good ball at all to use for a game. But hey, you got to adapt to it. We'll get into that a little bit later. Here, touch and play. What I will say on this, he was offside, but I put him through. So if you look at this, a lot of the time the player with the ball is the reason that the other player is offside because they don't play it quick enough. Now if you see here, I received the ball and it's a touch and kick as quick as I possibly could. So that came down to the other player's run. I couldn't have done that much quicker. I put backspin on the ball because I knew that this keeper came out. That's what I saw when we put a few other through balls in. So I wanted to put backspin on it so that our player could run onto it and not get intercepted by the keeper, which is what happened. You can see it holds up there. He doesn't get through, but he was offside. So there's it's something to look at, just those little things. Now, I'll let this play, sorry. We'll go through, you guys haven't seen this one, bang, yeah, whatever. Let's go. So, what I noticed, I'm playing as a number 10 in this formation. We have two strikers. What I'm seeing, that means it's difficult as a 10 to find space when you have two strikers, but I'm learning more and more when I play it. So, this is our right winger, this is their left back, which means there's a lot of space in behind him that he's leaving behind. If I run into that, my number 6 who's following me and defending me has to follow. And so when I make this run, bang, I'm in behind. Now, as you can see, I slow down a little bit there. You can see I slow down. I should have been really going top speed and maybe looked to touch it there and then got on the outside of him. But if you watch this guy, watch his eyes, ready? Watch his eyes. He's looking directly at me. He's not looking at the ball, looking at me, looking at me, looking at me. Shoulder up, he's gonna shoulder charge me. Someone's at the door.
Hi there.
Hi there.
How are you?
No, thank you.
Okay. Have a nice day.
You too.
What the? This guy's eyes are directly on me. So as soon as he hits, look at my body shape there. I can't contend with him in a 50-50 shoulder-to-shoulder challenge. And it's not really shoulder-to-shoulder. So as soon as he hits me, bang, I need to fall down because I need to win that foul for my team. Unfortunately, I decide to stay up because I have, good balance. And I can guarantee you that if I do fall over there, do a little bit of a scream, grab myself, then I can guarantee you that it's going to be a free kick. So that's like, people say it's diving, but realistically, you guys saw the clip, he came in, bang. I need to go down there. Something to look for in the future. Not much to say on this, just to finish. I should have looped that a bit more into the far corner. Again, we're looking at the same situation where I go down the line, centre back, I don't know how that's not a foul either. But have a look at this. Our left winger is on the ball. Their right back has stepped up. Where do I run? Down the line where the space is. Now that run is only good if our striker hasn't also made that run. If the striker's making the run, then it's not for me. But you can see I make that run. The centre back has to get across. Now if I get past him, now we're in a good situation. But he decides to just go ahead and take me out. I mean, that's what really hurt my ankle. And that was in like the 20th minute and I was struggling with it for the rest of the game. You just got to keep going and, not stop. Here I received the ball. This leads to our first goal of the game. Drive it forward. Oh, no, it doesn't. Sorry. That's a free kick. So what I see here is I drive because I have space. Why would I pass it if I have space in front of me? Now, when I get to this situation, I see that ball in between these two guys, but to me, this guy looks slightly offside. When I looked up, I went, he looks offside. I don't want to play that. And I go, okay, well, if I take it in here, now look at the space that I can get. And I would have been in that space if I wasn't fouled. And it's just like a little messy sort of touch, I guess, where you touch it across, drop your shoulder, and he has to foul me. But that's fine because we get the free kick. I decide to take the free kick and I look up and look at where I want the ball to go. It's just to the back post, kind of like, I don't know, you need to always assess where the runners are and where you want the ball to go. And I visualize that and look at that perfect ball into the perfect position. Unfortunately, that guy was offside and we didn't get the opportunity out of it. Now, this is what led to our first goal. Centre back picks up the ball, left back, I received the ball, and again, ball speed was lacking there. I'll go back to it in a second after you watch the goal, and bang, 1-0. Now, when you look at this, I am a person who absolutely loves ball speed. If you were seeing the sessions with me and Pat, this is not the sort of pass that I would do. And it's difficult because I don't want to say, yeah, the ball was flat, that's why my pass wasn't good enough. But I will put it down to that a little bit because, I don't know, I think it's not a normal pass from me. I think a lot of the time, if you guys watch me and have watched me, my passes are firm. They are not like little dolly passes like that. So, I don't know. There's not really, what can I learn from that? Not a whole lot. Maybe, what I will say is, what I can learn from that is, if you guys see that the ball is flat or it's not a good ball, you need to adapt. And I didn't adapt in that situation. Meaning I need to hit the ball firmer, whatever it may be, to adapt to the ball and make sure that my passes are what they want to be. They have kickoff here, go forward. I receive the ball. Now this is something you guys saw last week in the last match analysis, was me not going into tackles hard enough. Here, I learned from that. This is why match analysis is so important. He receives the ball and I see he doesn't have it under control. I get my arm across his chest and I reach around his leg to then get the ball. All I needed to do was just put something there and it falls to one of our teammates. We win the ball back. So I was stoked that I was able to implement something that I didn't do so well last game. This game I did it much better. Ball drops off to me, and I take a shot outside the box. Now, what I will say about this one, again, I didn't adapt to the ball, but secondly, this shouldn't be a strike. When I looked up after I hit it, the keeper, the keeper was, look at where his positioning is. That has to be a finesse into this corner. Now, if we go back a second, this was where people wanted me to pass into there so that he can run forward. Yeah, that's an option, but I think, man, you look at where I am, outside the box, I'm confident I can hit that ball and get something out of it. So is it a bad thing that I didn't pass and shot? Maybe. This guy is slightly open. What would the result have been different? Maybe a cross. But I think my chances of actually scoring there were quite high. Again, I don't think I adapted to the ball and changed my sort of play style. Maybe because if I thought about the ball being flat and not being the greatest ball, I go, okay, that's not a shooting option. Let's just keep it on the ground and pass it. This is our second goal, or my first goal. Go through, chip it, and we'll go back to the run. So, guy picks it up, turns. I look at the space. You can see me turn my head there and go, wow, they have a really high line. I'm just going to look to run in behind. And that's all there is to it, because I knew that's our striker on the ball. This player here is our striker, which means he's acting as a number 10, and I need to take up the number 9's position. So when I go forward, easy as that, touch around the keeper. And this is important. I see this guy, so I decide to chip it so that he can't just clear it off the line. You got to look up and see what's ahead of you. You know, if I didn't chip that, he probably would have just cleared it. It's those little things you guys have always got to think about. This is a free kick from them. It goes in and it gets cleared. Now look at my run here. I notice, bang, if you cut the field in half, all their players are on this side of the field. No one is occupying this side. So I go, okay, I know I have speed. I know I can run fast. Look at where I run. Bang, sprinting, ball just doesn't get there. If the ball is chipped higher there, I'm away, we score. There's no chance that that guy's catching me when I'm running like 34 kilometers an hour and he's standing still. Second half, I'm playing as a striker this half. I touch the ball off there. Receive it, go through, nearly, and he has to clear it. We'll go back. Is there a better option here? I think that's good, and I had to take a touch there, but it was just a little bit too hard. I'd say overall that's fine. If I took that touch a little bit softer, I probably would have. Let's go with this. If I took that touch softer, my next option would have been to take another touch down the line so that I'm there. He would have come in, so then I get past him, and then I'd look for the cutback. That would be the best option for me. Hopefully setting up a teammate for a shot on goal. I'm going to try and let these clips flow a little bit more, so I won't stop it on every single one. Here, I get out muscled. The guy's just simply a lot bigger than me. If you guys saw the thumbnail from the other day, he was just a head taller. I see he's taking so much time on the ball, so I just put a foot in. I just go, okay, I'm going to put a foot on you if you're taking that long. Now, have a look here. This guy is out of position now, the centre-back, because I won it off him. Now, this is their other centre-back, and this is one striker. I'm the second striker there. I call for the ball as loud as I can because I'm demanding it because I want it, number one. But secondly, this guy hears me and goes, oh no, I need to mark him, which drags him away from there. A lot of the time, I'll try and stay quiet and not call for the ball because I want to be hidden. I don't want to draw attention to me. But in this situation, I want to draw attention so I can either receive the ball or drag that player across and leave our other striker in a 1v1 situation with the goalkeeper, 1v0. He goes forward, takes a pass. Man, this is a funny goal. I wanted this cutback like that. Just give it to me. Give it to me now. No, crossbar now, and then he scores. Crazy goal. Next little bit, I receive the ball in between the lines, and then again chipping the ball over the top. We go forward, and then takes his touch and finishes. We'll go back to my little piece there. Receiving the ball in between the lines, you guys can see that pretty clearly. Clearly, defensive line, midfield line. These guys, I wouldn't say they gave up, but it was difficult for them to play because we were 6-0 up. We are a division higher than these players, so, you know, it is difficult for them. I understand that. I see his run. Again, I put backspin on the ball because I don't want the keeper to come out, and it's just a simple chip over the top. Could I have driven the ball? Yes, but there was so much space in behind that I didn't need to drive and drag a player out of position. They were already out of position. So that means, look, we had a 4v4 in the final third, which is, you know, that shouldn't be happening. But if it does, you got to exploit it. So we score, I don't know what that made it. Where am I? Again, number 15. Curve my run, it's super important. Let's just quickly go back on that. Have a look at my run and how I curve it to make sure I stay on side. Bang, I'm staying on side, go forward, go forward, go forward. Driving, because I have a look at the keeper. As soon as I drive to there, look at the keeper. He's taken that extra step because he thinks I might shoot. Sweaty goal, easy goal. Just put it across the keeper. Now, I think at this point they really it was a hot day, it was tough for them. So they play this ball across. I don't know what happens here. Oh yeah, he just tries to pass it through to the middle. Misplaced pass, but we got to execute on this. It's all about execution. I make my run in behind and get my arm up around him. So once I've got my arm up around him, simple, chip over the keeper because I saw him take those 2 steps out. I'll let you guys watch it in full motion. Watch the keeper step out. I see that. It's all about looking up and seeing what's in front of you. We got a minute 30 to go. I kind of want to just let this play. Receive in between the lines, turn, see a guy coming, so I chip it over the top. Apparently he's offside somehow. I found myself doing that a lot, receiving, turning, playing. And it's got to be quick, especially if someone is coming close to you. We'll close that. Someone is coming close to you, you got to be quick with that. Here, I played across for this guy to hopefully finish. If you look at my situation there, if I shoot, I'm not going to score. I can't get it through 2 players and a goalkeeper, so why would I waste this opportunity on myself when I can just pass it across and give him the shooting opportunity for a clear shot on goal. Going forward, but where am I? I can't see myself. Here we go, so we win the ball. Oh yeah, so he plays it out in front and I sprint. I'm getting there, yep, get my touch on it. And I'm sprinting, go to chip the keeper and go there. Now, I did see, at this point there, I can see out of my peripheral, maybe a little bit earlier, this player coming through and this player coming through. And I kind of really want to get it into there so that they're through on goal. But if you look, on my last stride there, look how much I had to reach to get that just to go over the goalkeeper. There's no chance that I could have got my foot around the ball back into the middle. That would have been almost impossible. So my only choice I was left with was to get it over and hopefully get it into the back of the net. I would have loved to sweat that, man. Easy goal. Here, this is with first grade. I played as a left winger. This is something I love to do, pressing as a winger. So, keeper receives the ball. I'm looking up. I'm over here. You can see me. I just moved myself there. We play it. He receives the ball. Now look at me. I press really high as a winger. My fullback is over here. I should have been blocking the line of pass to the fullback. If I did, I would have got that ball and we would have scored. But I didn't. I was like my first, interaction in the game. I guess I might have been out of it. I just wasn't smart with it. Something to focus on in the future. But as soon as that happens, I go, okay, I got to recover because I didn't win it. So I recover, I win the ball back for my team. And then this is important. Protect it and keep the ball. I think we were 1 goal up at this point. We ended up winning 3-2. So it was just important that I kept it. Here, I'm kind of looking, wanting the ball out in front of me and, just lift my leg up, trying to receive it through. Get it through, drag the player. Now, that is a time where you need to drag the players out of defense. The first grade team was definitely better than the 20s, as they should be. But look at this. Why would I pass the ball now when this player right here isn't out of position? If I pass it out in front of this guy, he's just going to go there and then they're going to be in a 1v1. It's pointless. So what I needed to do was exactly what I did. Drive the ball, drive the ball, drive the ball, drive the ball. You can see I do a little hop and bang. As soon as this guy has committed to me, then the ball is in behind. So I've eliminated this player right here from receiving the ball. If you guys have watched up until this point, make sure you comment down below saying, I will drive the ball at the player. Or message me, whatever you want to do, because this is the most important thing. I will go through it one more time. You're lucky if you've stayed till this point because this is super important. Receive the ball, drive. He's committed, and look at the hop I do because I knew from this point this is what I was going to do. Drive. I see him step, so what do? I hop on my leg so that I can pass it with my right foot. As soon as I see that step, okay, I'm going to hop and now play. Does that make sense? And now if he was onside, which he should have been, he's away. Okay, so I'm going to leave it there. That's all the clips I got for you guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you stayed till the end and learnt that little bit of information that is so important. Yeah, again, if you did, make sure you comment down below. I will drive the ball or message me on Instagram. But anyway, for now, Team Tweety. Oh, wait, before I go, I also went to the gym on this day, so I got a gym session in. Feeling it, man. So Team Tweety, I'm signing out. Make sure to like and subscribe and enjoy the journey. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.